All right, good morning. It's 10:29 a.m. We have a couple of things to cover. It's Thursday, June 13th. First of all, today I'm throwing litigation. I'm asking my lawyer and my power attorneys to start litigation against my father, Robert F. Kennedy. I want to freeze up all his bank accounts, his credit card accounts. Tied up his my Apple, Best Buy, John Hancock, Capital One, Discover. Many companies he owns, golf courses, hotels. Because until this is resolved, it's a very complicated situation. He's supposed to help me as well. He's my father, and he refuses to help me. He has my laptop from the impound. It's a very I don't. This is something I love him to death, but they don't love me. And it's an adoption issue. No one has ever been raised with two adopted parents. Two adopted parents that passed through 3 or 4 hands. Titi Melu and Tio Angel Luis first got him, and then Titi Huito, Tito Pudding had him for a year. They had him for 7 years, and then my grandmother Hilda had him for until he was 18. My mom, she was raised at first with a lady in Germany until she was 7 years old. Then my grandma took her to support Lady Bird Johnson, raised her for a couple of years. Then she went to my other mother, my great grandmother, from England, that raised in Puerto Rico as well. And then my grandparents raised her until she was 18. It's a very complicated situation. These are people that they treating their biological son like a hand-me-down, like someone else has to take care of. And I found a medication that the Lunca plan, right, or whatever, it's in Serbia. It has to be at 7.2 milligrams. I already reported this, and it has to be taken for 2 weeks from 2 weeks to 7. It won't take effect till 7 weeks to it starts showing 2 weeks, and then in 2 years it will show full results. Otherwise than that, I'm the only person that has been abused at a psych ward system for so long. So right now I'm gonna report the closures. The closures of the American Psychiatric Association. Citibank Robert Lane. This account will be closed at 7/1/1954. Checking account for 7.2 million. Andrew Richard for 8/7/1959 for a checking account of 27.1 million. Richard Lerner, 6/1/1961 for 80 is a family organization. 87.1 million. Raymond Larden, 8/7/1950 97.2 million. Arthur Lean, 7/1/1959 at 87.1 million. And Albert Lane, 8/2/1954, 27.1 million. Arthur Lane, 6/7/1947. They can't kick people out no more by law, but they make you feel uncomfortable here. Albert Lane, 87.1 million. Albert Lane at 8/2/1951 at 27.1 million. Do I look like I stood? I look like a nigger. Arthur Lane, 6/7/1947 at 87.1 million. And a John Hancock account with Albert Lane, 8/2/1954 was $17.3 trillion. I already reported this, but I haven't reported the accounts. And the Psychiatric Organization of America, Richard Day, DAE, 8/7/1944. These are all Citibank with 72.1 million. Albert Day with 6/1/1951 with checking account of 87.1 million. And Goldman Sachs with the name Albert Day and the Richard Day with $12.7 trillion. I had to announce I was at the Hilton today. My dad owns the Hilton, so there's the security guard companies that hire, because the chairman of the Partido Popular Democrático, his brother works as the manager there, and he's in a raft. Like, he hires the worst out of the corp. So this guy, the security guard there, his name is Diego Diaz Delgado, 8/7/1977, born in Olvingueros, Puerto Rico. He killed 2 people in Florida. Richard Dalton, 8/7/1964, 7/1/2021, 7:21 a.m. in Orlando, Florida, in a bar in Winter Haven, the section Winter Haven. They were at the bar in Winter Park. He didn't like the gentleman, and he killed. They were talking about politics these 2 times. He's a Republican man. He followed him in the 2011 black Chevrolet Equinox. Mr. Dalton had a 2021 Cadillac SRX white. He followed him and into the house and immediately strangled him for 12 minutes and 17 seconds. He has a Citibank account with a checking account of 7/12/13 and savings of 7.2 million, and a John Hancock with $72.1 million. And the following person he killed was Dean Lane, 8/7/1974, Ponciana, across the O-Bar from the gas station next to the Chinese food place, 7/1/2023. The time of death that I have it is at 10:27 p.m. He was a regular at the bar. It's the one next to the Chinese place where I buy food in Poinciana in front of the gas station. He followed him to, and then the Equinox. Mr. Lane was driving a 2021 BMW Black M3 to escape home and strangle him to death for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. The bodies are still at the home. He has a Citibank account of a checking of 102.12 and a savings of $7,128.13 and a Goldman Sachs of 172.1 million. All right.